Everybody, it's me again, and this is another video blog. This one is entitled, Do What Works For You. Okay, so what brought this up was just thinking, just evaluating my life, just evaluating things around me. And I noticed that sometimes we do stuff because everybody else is doing it. Or we do stuff because it's what's comfortable to us. It's what we know. We do stuff because just trying to try something out. I'm kind of going with the wind. Well, it's really important to do what works for you. And in order to do what works for you, I would say the first thing that you would need to know is yourself. Know thyself. Know thine own self. What does that mean? You need to know who you are. You need to know what your likes are, what your dislikes are, what you're good at, what you suck at. You need to know yourself. Because if you don't know who you are and your likes and your dislikes and your things that you're good at, things that you're not good at, then you will constantly find yourself in a cycle of doing stuff and wasting time that you really don't need to be doing. For an example, when I first started going to college, my major was elementary education. Because as a kid, I thought, I want to be a teacher. I want to teach people. I want to teach kids. And then as I grew up, and then I had my first child, and I realized, I don't want to go to work all day long and deal with somebody else's kids and then come home and deal with my own. So I was like, no, cut that out. Another thing, when I changed my major to psychology, and then eventually I was going on to counseling. And at first I thought, yeah, I want to be a counselor. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology. Woo-hoo. Now I'm going to continue on and pursue my education to get my master's in counseling because I want to help people. I want to heal the world, make it a better place. Yeah, all that stuff. So then as I'm in pursuit of my counseling degree, I started realizing that I do not want to sit in an office from 8 in the morning to 6, 7 o'clock in the evening and have people come into my office and sit on my luxurious couch or whatever kind of couch I have and pour out to me and tell me what their woes are. Plus, I went to, what did they call it? It was like clinicals for counselors. And it was like a boot camp for counselors. And basically what it was is it prepared you for the counseling field. And residency, that's what it was called, I'm sorry. So I went to residency for a whole week. And they threw all different types of scenarios and situations that you could be faced with in a counseling session. And I was like, you know what? Y'all can have that. And then you got the American Counseling Association and the American Psychological Association and all these associations and the Code of Ethics. And you can get your behind sued if you tell somebody the wrong thing. I said, you know what? That's not for me. Not for me. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So my desires to help people evolved. So I want to help you and move on with my life. I don't want to help you, then I got to come back and tomorrow I got to hear something else. Or a week later I got to hear, just I'm a deposit a seed and I might pray with you and all like that. But I ain't trying to be carrying all that stuff because I know me. When you tell me your woes, sometimes I carry them. And I shouldn't, but the way I'm made right now, that's what I do. So anyway, know thyself. Learn yourself. Secondly, once you know who you are, how you operate, what you like, what you don't like, accept it. It is what it is. Now, when I say accept it, that does not mean you do not work towards improving in those areas that you are not so good at. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying accept yourself for where you are today and work to be better, but do not try to push yourself by putting yourself in situations where you know you will fail. So, if you know you can't swim, then ain't no sense in you going to the deep end. You need to learn how to swim good before you go into the deep end. Then once you know how to swim good, then kick your tail in the deep end. Until then, your butt might drown. Okay, so know yourself, accept yourself. Now, after you've accepted yourself, yes, work on those areas that you need to work on to improve your character, your personality, and all of that. And then jump out there. Jump out there and pursue what it is you want to pursue. So, I say all that to say this. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing just because they are doing it. Just because they're making a hoopla and saying that this is the thing for me, that might not be the thing for you. And if it's not the thing for you, don't beat yourself up. It's okay, because God created you for something special and something unique. And just because everybody else might be going to school and being in cosmetology or being a doctor, or everybody else might be doing whatever, that does not mean you, just because everybody else going and saying that they called to be a prophet or a preacher or whatever, and you feel like you want to be a lawyer, go do what it is that you were called to do. Go be true to yourself. Now, when I say be true to yourself, I am not telling you to go do something crazy, like get somebody else's husband, or go do some crime, or go and hurt somebody, and, oh, I'm being true to myself. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, be true to the person that God has called you to be. And you might have to do some soul searching. You might have to do some digging. But be true to yourself. And don't feel like you have to do what everybody else is doing. Go do you. Go do what you were called to do, what you were created to do. Because there's a group of people out there that are waiting for you to rise up. All right. Bye.